Glad to have you with us. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Jerry Richardson. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. From the gun, it's Ford. Thrust that arm out. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sells to fake. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the 49ers moving quickly to the line.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The 49ers will have it first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. When a defense gets a sack, you know what they want? Another sack. 3rd down coming. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it. He takes off. He chews up yards and makes a big play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Leaves it in his belly. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
2nd down to the air. Slings it downfield. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the 49ers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that punt will make it. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. He's looking to pass. Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the 1st down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He's got it on the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had...
Makes a grab and room to run. Past the 10. Touchdown, Charlotte. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job of taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Right back to it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Rush right in his face. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The 49ers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. The spin, still on his feet. That's a perfect example of not... So the 49ers offense ready to set up shop. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Ford. Plows through the defense. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Let's try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the 49ers decide to punt it away. How about this? It's... We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Timeout taken by the offense as their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Left side is Ford. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 8. Charlotte's offense comes out to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right back to the well. Stopped right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped right there. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Running inside. It's Ford.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here. Half, you want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Offense gets set for second down. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This is a designed run. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They've got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Got it behind the line. It's Ford. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. They'll push that lead out a little further.
And three more on the...
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Bulls want to move quickly. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Look out! Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. Sells the run, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulls! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They march 72 yards, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. Hits inside, it's Ford. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to get started. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Collins. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pushes ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 2nd and long here. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Gibson. Could not make his way to the corner. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Lets it fly. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The 49ers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The run inside. It's Collins. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Right side, it's Parks. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Bulls are in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Collins. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to move them on the counter. Just smothered on the play. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Oh, pressure's coming. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it's gone! And they've regained the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Out wide left, it's Gibson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to squeak through the pile. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The most important thing is they were able to get the first down. I don't care how you get it, how many yards you get it by, so you're staying on the field, but you know the sense of urgency now has gone up even a little bit more because you've got to score.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snags it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Throws quickly. Past the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. There he goes. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. And the 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Quick give. It's Ford. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The 49ers headed quickly to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Run in the red zone. It's Ford. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. After that run, picked up the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. And the 49ers will start us up here in overtime. Looking for a gap. It's Ford. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Looking for running room. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Got it! Touchdown Niners! They jump on top here in OT. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air. It's Mendoza. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. He wants to throw it. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. 4-down territory in overtime, and they need to pick up a 3rd and long here. Left side is Branch. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Has it. Touchdown Bulls. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush right in his face. On target over the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Field is condensed, not a lot of room to work with here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Lets it fly. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. From the gun, it's Ford. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. The 49ers look to do some damage in the red zone. They're all over it. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Rich Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.